outputs 1 and 2. So those online can scroll down the current class text and download Pāṇini 3. You'll get some things which you already have, but it's okay. You need not print all of it out. You can read it right off of there. Yes, that's the list of things I hope to cover. So we'll see. No, certainly not today. Yes. I mean, we can, but then that means nobody will go home. Yes, I'm sorry about Thursday. Suddenly there was no class. And I had announced it in the previous class, which was what? Hastamalakiyam. And I assumed that everybody who takes Hastamalakiyam takes Pāṇini and Sanskrit, which may have been a correct assumption. But the other side of the assumption, what is that? That everyone who takes Pāṇini and Sanskrit does not take Hastamalakiyam, escaped. And so I'm sorry if you came here, waited and improved your titiksha muscles and did not find me. I was not feeling well, I needed to rest. Yes, so now I'm all right. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinnavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shuklambaradharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopashantaye. Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada Yenakshara Samamnayam Adhigamya Maheshwarat. First page of your first handout. You didn't bring the first handout?
Just came from the airport.
Okay, so either you keep it here or you keep it here. That way you don't have to worry.
That's a better way.
That's a better way, because this is the third time where we have difficulty with people remembering to bring it. So, myself included. So therefore what we will do is make it a point to keep it here, and today you share with somebody. These prayers are very important. Yena akshara samamnayam adhigamya maheshwarat kritsnam vyakaranam proktam tasmai Pāṇinaye namaha. Yena dhauta giraf pumsam vimalai shabdavaribhihi tamaschagnānajam bhinnam tasmai Pāṇinaye namaha. Vakyakaram vararuchim bhāshyakaram patanjalim Pāṇinim sutrakarancha pranatosmi munitrayam. Aivun ril rik e om ai ouch hayavarat lan yamagananam Jhabhan, Ghadadash, Jabagadadash, Khapha Chhatha, Chata Chatatau, Kapai, Shashasar, Hal, Iti, Maheshwarani, Sutrani, Iti Maheshwarani Sutrani. Not Maheshwara. Maheshwarasya, I am, Maheshwaram. So that, not Maheshwara. Maheshwara is next door. Maheshwara. Yeah, Maheshwarani. Open the mouth. Maheshwarani Sutrani. Yeah. Yes. So that is how to pronounce. Iti Maheshwarani Sutrani. See, that sounds wonderful. Yeah. So going back to our Simhavalokanam. What is Simhavalokanam? Is that a new sutra? Should I be taking notes? No. Simhavalokanam is the lion when it, feasts on whatever it has hunted and leaves it to the lesser animals like the stupid hyenas and other, things, meerkats and all that. Then it goes away and then it turns around and looks. And of course when it looks back they all run because they think it wants a second helping. No, it doesn't touch leftovers. It's merely looking to see, get a kind of a long durée view of what it has done, So this is how we are doing Simhavalokanam of the Sanskrit language, a kind of a hindsight summary from the Pāṇinian perspective, really. Like what Pāṇini had to deal with when he decided to tackle this language. That is what we are in the middle of. So we said that the language has nouns, namani, correct? And nouns are, and then the nouns come in threes. Oh, only 3 nouns? No. Not 3 nouns. 3 kinds of nouns? No. Yes, you can say 3 kinds of noun, in a way. 3 genders. So what are the genders of the noun? Feminine, masculine, and then neuter. But if you are looking at it from the Sanskrit point of view, you have to say masculine first. Because the noun is got certain specific rules for becoming feminized. Yeah. So masculine and then feminine and then neuter. And how do you know which is which? It is difficult. It's not easy. But we can have some, shortcuts that will make Pāṇini probably squirm wherever he is. But it doesn't matter, it works. He will say, what are they doing? Because it's not always true, but this is somehow, it works. So if we are talking of nouns ending in, we are only talking of nouns ending in vowels, because when you come to consonants, it gets much easier. Actually, it is not harder. In fact, if Pāṇini were to teach a Sanskrit class, he would teach the consonant nouns first. He would not teach the vowel, he would not touch the vowel nouns until much later. Because all the grammar rules are mainly for the consonant nouns. Oh, like Marut. Marut, Marutau, Marutaha. And this is what it is. So the whole nominal endings which I have reproduced for you in today's handout, they go very unquestioned, with very little modification. They attach to the consonant nouns. Yeah. Ta, Marut plus ta, Maruta. that the Sandhi, of course, we have to know, which we are not going to touch with a 10-foot pole this week. Not for this class. Later, perhaps we can do. That's very fun to do Sandhi. So, Marut plus ta, Maruta. It becomes Maruta. And that ta goes away. We'll see how and why. And so, only the a remains. And so, by Sandhi, Marut plus a, what does it become? Maruta, third case. But then, what is the third case of Rama? Singular?
Third case? Oh, yeah. Ramena.
Yeah, quickly chant. Ramah, Ramo, Ramaha, Ramam, Ramo, Ramaha. Ramena. Very good. Very good. Ramena. So what is the natural one? Maruta. Because that is what is mentioned in the rule. And for Ramena, he has to bring another rule, which is an apavada. Tangasinga samyam inatsaha. What? Never mind. Don't go there. He says in place of ta, you put in. Rama plus in becomes Ramena. And the na becomes na. All because of Sandhi rules. Don't go there. Okay, please. Why do you keep going there and telling us not to go there? I will also stop going there. Very soon I will also stop going there. I'm just warming up. That's all. Literally, I'm warming up. See? So you see, so the nouns, we are talking of nouns. And so the nouns have come in threes. Three genders. And we are now going to go back to the nouns with endings of vowels. And there it is very easy to delineate the gender, relatively speaking, especially masculine and feminine. So all the short akara, a, u, I, generally speaking, there are exceptions everywhere. Are what? And r, let's not go there. A, I, u. What are they? Masculine. Rama, Harihi, Ramaha, Harihi, short E. And then what? Guruhu. Guru is masculine. Guru only comes in one gender. If there is a female guru, you have to say Gurvi. That is the feminization of the word guru. Yeah. Guru plus E, Gurvi. Yes. Go Yanachi. Anyway, then we have here the Guruhu, short. Correct? And then, generally speaking, with many caveats, the long A, Lata, Shala, Sita, the long A ending, generally, except for Sakha and Brahma, are feminine. Okay? Mm-hmm. And then the long U, long E, Nadi, Valli, Brahmananda Valli, feminine. Valli, Nadi, feminine. Vadhu, feminine. But then Matihi, short E, also feminine. Why? Because it is dealing with Buddhi. Buddhi has to be feminine, I tell you. Yeah. And so things like that, there will be some exceptions, but with the consonant, the vowel nouns are complicated because then the second bad news about the vowel nouns or all nouns is that they come in three numbers. Correct? Three genders, three numbers, singular, plural, and in between dual. And then they have what is called 7 cases, which if not understood correctly makes one feel like a basket case. Yeah. And what are the 7 cases? This is another beauty about the Sanskrit language, is that it comes with free prepositions for which you don't have to pay attached to the verb, the nouns, to the nominal endings. I come from the village, if I want to say. What do you put? Fifth case. How do you say village? Gramam, village. Fifth case of gramam? Gramat. Gramat, from the village. From the village. 3 words, gramat. 1 word. We are we are people of economy of words. Everything is packed. And so there are 7 cases you can have with any noun, whether it's consonant or verbal, consonant or what's the other one? Vowel ending. You can have 7 possible cases. What are they? Subject, I go, Rama goes, Sita comes, Lakshmana follows. Subject. The only subject that doesn't become object is Atma. Doesn't decline into anything. But other than that, you have object. Because when Lakshmana follows, who is the subject here? Lakshmana follows Rama. Which is the subject, grammatically speaking? Lakshmana. What is the object? Rama. Then if supposing we were to say, the arrow of Ravana hit Lakshmana, then what does Lakshmana become? Object. Yeah. Lakshmana got injured in the battlefield. Hanumanji had to go. He became a herbalist. He dropped the grammarian hat and became a herbalist. But he was not a very good herbalist. Efficient, but not a very good herbalist, because he was told what to bring. Sanjeevani herb, that which brings the dead back to life. Sanjeevani. And Lakshmana was already losing consciousness. He was out in the battlefield cold. And then he went to this particular mountain and then tried to look for this herb. He was not able to discern. Night was falling. He did the next best thing he could. He used his strength, uprooted the entire mountain and brought it back and said, "You please look for the herb." I could not find it. So then Lakshmana became, in this sense, the object of the hurt which needed to be cured, correct? And the Sanjeevani cured Lakshmana. Then what did Lakshmana become here? Object. Because of Lakshmana, I know the meaning of bhakti. What is bhakti? So here Lakshmana becomes an instrument of my learning. Yes, because he was so devoted to Lord Rama that because of him I know the meaning of bhakti. I know what it is to be devoted, or you can say because of Hanumanji, I know, what it is to be devoted. And then that is the 3rd case. And that also has singular, dual, plural. Then the 4th case. This is called instrumental, subject, object, nominative, accusative, instrumental. Then we have the 4th case, which is called dative, which means for the sake of. Ramaya namaha, Shivaya namaha, Shivaya idam, idam namama. This is for the sake of Rama. So this namaha, this namaste is not for anyone else. It's for Rama. It should go towards Lord Rama alone. This is called the dative case. Again singular, dual, plural. Then we have the ablative case. What is ablative case? From, because of, but not as an instrument. Not due to as an instrument. From, of, etc. I am not afraid of Rama. Na bibhe Ramat. Aham na bibhe. I don't get scared of Lord Rama, which is a good thing not to get scared of. Then you have one more, which is called the genitive case, and it's called a case because of Parisheshanyaya, because the logic of residues, really speaking, it's not really a case. A case is that which delineates a relationship between the noun and the verb. How the noun relates to the verb, you know. But the sixth case, which is called the genitive case, only unfolds the relationship between two nouns. Rama's bow. Which is the verb here in Rama's bow? There is no verb. Yeah. Both are nouns. But they have it's also called possessive case, where it signifies the relationship between two nouns. My mother. This one's father. This one's brother. This one's handbag. This one's arrow. This one's bow. This one's house. This one's garden. And now you can even own airspace. My airspace, you can say. Whatever you can buy, you can own. So like this is called the possessive case, also singular, dual, plural. Then what we have? Then it is not really a case, this one, but the next one is called locative. In Rama, I revel. Rame, Rame. Rame, I revel in Rama. Because where else will you revel? Ice cream, Rame, you can say. Ice cream, aham, Rame. And then what happens? Just cream, that's all. Then ice cream, especially in this cold, if you do any ramadam in ice cream, what will happen? You'll catch a cold, that's all will happen. So therefore, everything, all the objects of delight and revelry are what? They are finite and they resolve into Rama, who is infinite. Therefore, it is very safe to say, in Rama, I constantly revel. Rame, Rame, Mano, Rame. And if you keep saying that, it is said that it is like saying the Vishnu Sahasranama. So if you don't have, it takes about half an hour to chant entire Vishnu Sahasranama. You say, I'm too busy, I don't have time to chant Vishnu Sahasranama. Is there a shortcut? Of course, we all want shortcuts. And this is an ancient shortcut. At least now we can say people are busy. But Parvati asks for a shortcut in this Puranic story. The goddess says, I'm really busy. Too many people praying to me and wanting me to do all kinds of things. Please tell everyone a shortcut. Oh sage Vaishampayana, please tell a shortcut through which you can get the same thing that the other fellow has logged to chant for half an hour, I can get in half a minute. Same punya I can get. And the sage says, just say this 3 times, enough. Rame, Rame, Mano, Rame. That's all it is. Rame, Rame, Mano, Rame. Yeah. Rame, Rame, Mano, Rame. That's all you say. And that's as good as chanting the 1,000 names. It gives that same peace of mind. It brings you back to yourself. Very beautiful. All this to illustrate the locative case in, on top of, within, etc. And then finally we have one more case. What is that? Vocative case. You call. And that's where the only place where you use, one of the few places you use Plutaswara. What is Plutaswara? That was in the first class. Who remembers? Rasva, Dirgha, Pluta. What is Rasva? Ding ding. Rasva short, Dirgha long, Pluta longer still. Yeah. Rama. That is singular. Then you again have dual and plural. So this forms the table of the nouns. So any given one noun can have 24 forms. I'm trying to break it gently. Yes. So first you have the singular, plural, and the middle one, the dual. That is 3. and 3 multiplied by the vertical table, 8, right? Yeah, one case which is pretending to not be a case in point, the 6th case included. So you have 8 by 3. Now what to do? Quickly, let's move forward.
What if you want to refer to the noun without any particular case? Is there a way to do that?
That would be called the raw form of the noun. And that is called a noun stem. And it has a name. A noun stem is called pratipadika.
Pratipadika?
Yeah, pratipadika. It's a noun stem. Like a root verb stem. Verb stem without any of the case endings. But the only problem is, don't think that it's like organic vegetables fresh off the market. No, because you cannot use it. It's useless. Its only use of a pratipadika or the noun stem is to add the things that make it a complete word. The noun stem without the case endings is not a word. Yeah. So you do need the case endings. But that was a good question. Yeah. Any other questions up till now? We'll go on. This is going to be a long class, okay? Yeah, hang in there. So 8 into 3 is how much? 24 forms of a single noun. And then how many nouns are there? Possibilities? 2,200 at the very minimum. If you count the regular verbs. There are certain irregular verbs that don't, I'm breaking it extremely gently now. There is a group of words that don't come under the rubric of these 2,200 words, for which Pāṇini went and wrote another book called Unadi Sutras. We are not going to touch those. They have irregular behaviors, they behave badly. They don't come under this rubric at all. They don't come under the regular words. So that's a different thing. So these are that many possibilities, and 2,200 into 24, that is the form of all the possible nouns in what is called regular Sanskrit. You know? So this concludes very quickly the discussion of nouns. Then we come to verbs. Again we have 2,200 root stems, again, root verbs. And what are these root verbs? Essentially they are sounds with a certain meaning, already predetermined meaning. Bhu. What is bhu? Not boo, which you do in Halloween. No, this is bhu, mahaprana. What is bhu? To be. How do we know? Because the definition is there right next to this particular root verb. Bhu, sattayam. And sometimes it doesn't help, you know. Dupachash, pake. And the meaning is also derived from the same word, the word. It doesn't help. So therefore we have to, it's like learning any language. You look in the dictionary, and the dictionary gives you another word that's the meaning of this word. Then you have to look in the dictionary for that word. And that's really how you learn the language. So there is a group of sounds, and those sounds already have some predetermined meanings that go next to them. And this book, which has this group of sounds divided into 10 groups or conjugations, is called Dhatu Patha. Let's guess who is the author? Pāṇini. He wrote Dhatu Patha. And so here he classified all these things. So there are 10, so 2,200 divided by 10. So if it's divided equally, everything should have 220 in each group. But that's not the case. Because the verbs behave in certain ways, and some of them I said are very difficult to control. They don't behave exactly how you think they should. So there are rules for the verbs classified upon the following, the conjugations are classified based on how they take on the endings and what are the exceptions and what are the, the prevalent rules. And something very interesting and fascinating actually about these 10 conjugations into which they are divided is the fact that each conjugation has a letter, an indicatory letter. So that's how you know which conjugation it belongs to. Like we're not going to go there, okay? Yeah. No matter how interested you look, I'm only going to give one example. Like the indicatory letter, the indicatory syllable for the first conjugation is shap. Shap. What is this shap? The sh goes away. Turns out to be an it letter. And the p at the end also is an it letter. Oh, then nothing is left. No. What is left? A is left. Don't forget. So the a becomes the letter that signifies when you add that a to bhu, then that is how we know that bhu belongs to the first conjugation. And for the fourth conjugation, that which indicates the fourth conjugation is ya. Manyate, like that. Ya. Muchyati, like this. There are certain indicatory, syllables which, and the 10th conjugation is I, kat plus I, kathai, like that, kathayati. Like this there are certain letters that immediately flag the particular conjugation. Okay, so there are 10 such conjugations. Remember, this is just an overview. Yes. So there are 10 such conjugations which are unequally divided among these 2200 root verb sounds with certain predetermined meanings. Okay? So then the conjugation of the verb, how is a verb conjugated? How do you get from this sound to an actual verb? Very interesting. So you have the sound, then you bring the indicatory syllable, shap or shyan or whatever it is, and then you do a little bit of clearing this side, that side, you take out all the indicatory letters which don't belong, which indicate and go away, and then you reduce that to a or ya or whatever it is, you add that, you do all the joining and the conjoining rules, and then it becomes a verb? No. Because just like the nominal endings, 8 into 3, there are verbal endings. And how many? So if the noun and the verb should agree in gender and number, correct? So then how many genders we have?
3.
And how many numbers we have?
3.
3. But here the verb need not agree in gender, which is, thank God.
Yes.
Thank God, otherwise it will become like Spanish or Hindi. Hindi is very funny language. Roti, feminine. So even if a man says, I ate roti, maine roti khai, has to have the feminine ending. The feminine ending is not for the man who is doing the eating, even though it sounds like that. It's to qualify the roti that is being eaten. Very interesting. But that which goes to make the roti, which is gehu, is masculine. Wheat. Wheat is masculine, but if you pound it up and then, mix it in water and then roll it out and cook it, it becomes feminine, And the verb ending changes. No, we don't have that, thank God. But the verb has to agree in number. So this way, the horizontal table should be the same, correct? 3. So 3. And then what about the vertical table?
3.
3. Why 3? Because this we follow the established practice in all languages. Third person. Third person is he, she, it, they both, they all. Dual also we are taking. And then second person. you both, and y'all. If you're from Georgia, you'll say that. And then first person, I both. Right? We both, we all. Correct? All of us. So this is an established practice in any language. And now we can break a coconut because there is only 3 by 3 table for all the verbs. We don't have to deal with that 8, which is good news. So 3 by 3. So 3 persons, and the persons are also beautifully, revealed in the Sanskrit language. That which is called the third person in English is called actually the first person in Sanskrit. Why? Because the first person is that about which I talk. Doesn't have to be a person, it can be a thing. The topic is called the first person. Prathama Purusha. Then I'm not talking to myself, hopefully. Who am I talking to? You, right? I'm talking to you about Pāṇinian grammar. So the Pāṇinian grammar, which has become one of the long-standing things in the Jagat, about which talk is happening. I'm talking about Pāṇinian grammar to who? To you. To you. I'm talking Pāṇinian grammar to you. So you become the second person to whom that topic is addressed. The one who is addressing is not called third person in Sanskrit. It's called Uttama Purusha. The most exalted person. The one who names everything. The one who is everything. You see how the vision has percolated into the grammar. It's so beautiful. And where do we encounter this word Uttama Purusha? Huh? Where? I gave you a clue this morning. When I ask where, what do you say?
Gita.
Very good. Very good. Bhagavad Gita. Which chapter? Say 15th chapter if you don't know. 15th chapter. 15th chapter. And Bhagavan says there are 3 kinds of Purushas. Oh, Prathama Purusha, Madhyama Purusha, Uttama Purusha. No. Bhagavan is not giving grammar lesson, okay? Bhagavan is giving Vedanta lesson. And what does, Bhagavan say? Kshara Purusha. Kshara means that which is finite. Akshara Purusha, relatively infinite. And then finally, Uttama Purusha, which is separate from the finite and the relatively infinite. So what is finite we all know very well, correct?
Yes.
Let's not list those things and get into a bad mood. Okay, so let's not list those things. What is finite everyone knows. And here infinite means Maya Shakti, Prakriti Shakti. So infinite is relatively infinite. So that is called Akshara, because who can do who can play a trick on Maya? No one, really. Maya is the one who plays a trick on everyone else. The only person who tricks Maya, who comes out of the spell of Maya, is who? Uttama Purusha, who transcends the Kshara and the Akshara. And that Uttama Purusha, the knower of everything, the seer of everything, the one who does not come into the spell of the seer-seen duality or the manifested duality, the one who knows that I am beyond all this, is called Uttama Purusha. And the same Uttama Purusha, technical grammatical term, is also used to refer to the I. How beautiful. These are the 3 persons and 3 singular, dual and plural. So how do you go from a conjugation to, from a verb or a root sound to a verb, a full-fledged verb? So you need the root sound along with its meaning, which comes along with its meaning. And then what do you need? You need that indicatory sound or the syllable, the indicatory syllable belonging to a particular conjugation. And then you need a predetermined verbal endings for any of these three things. These nine predetermined endings are there. For singular, dual, plural, they are already predetermined. And you just tack that on. So when you have the root sound, the root verb along with the indicatory syllable, it is called verbal stem. And then to that verbal stem, you add the tense endings. And we have 6 tenses and 4 moods in the Sanskrit language. Don't get into a bad mood over that either. 6 tenses, past, present, future. But then in the past we have 3 kinds of past tense. Immediate past, remote past, that which happened a long time ago, like supposing if you want to say, a long, once upon a time, there was a king called Rama who killed Ravana long ago. See how many words we have used here? And in Sanskrit, we say, Ramo, Ravanam, Jaghana. And that ja coming, that itself, that particular kind of thing, we know it is total. It is a long time ago, is already given. It's on. Red light. And then, so, this is how we have a long past and then a simple past. Anadyatane lang. Lang is the name for past because all these 10 tenses and moods start with a letter L, lakara. Dasha lakaraha. So anadyatana means what? Not today. It didn't happen today. That kind of a past tense. Very interesting. And future also we have something far away and immediate. So like this we have 6 tenses. And then we have 4 moods. A mood where you bless, called benediction. A mood where you state certain possibilities, called vidhiling, benediction, ashirvad, ashirling. Then, we have a potential. And then we have what is called the ordering around, imperative mood. So these are all the different moods, but you don't have to, they behave like tenses in that they have that 3 by 3 table with the separate endings. So this constitutes what is called akhyata or verbs. This concludes the discussion on verbs. Then we already had begun the section on upasargas. The word upa in sarga is upasarga. Upasarga means prefix, just like the sound pre in the word prefix is a prefix. Correct? And the prefixes are extremely tricky and they change the entire meaning of the word at hand. Beware of prefixes. But then there are some wonderful things about prefixes. Is that they are short and then they don't decline. Yeah. Like the word upa. They have some general meanings which do change. Upa means what? Near. Already it is there, You don't say upa, upau, upaha. No, you don't say that. It's just upa. Whether it attaches to a noun in the first case or the later case, or whether it attaches to anything, any root verb, it's still upa. And it can attach to the verb, it can attach to the noun, it's still upa. Upa means samipe. Samipe means upa, near. And then apa. Apa means bad. Apa shabda. Shabda means sound. Apa shabda, bad word. Upa, apa. And then we have vi. Vi means special, like vi plus jnanam. Vijnanam. But it can also, by the same derivation, mean opposite. Viparita jnanam, vijnanam. Viparita jnana means wrong knowledge. Yeah. Viragaha, from which the word vairagya has come. Vi plus ragaha. And it also means from which something has departed. That which has departed is tacked on afterwards. Like vi plus ragaha, vigataha, ragaha, yasmat. That from which all coloration has departed. The one who is objective, viragaha. Vi. Then a. What is a? A samantat. The meaning is also using a. A samantat means totally. And also it has the meaning up till. Where do we have a in any word? No. Good try, but no. Ananda, very good. Nand plus a means total Nanda. What is Nanda? Nanda means rejoicing. And a rejoicing that is free of any constriction is Ananda. But then the a also, we have to look at the context. The prefix a has another meaning. From a certain point up till. Up till. A Brahma Bhuvanal Lokat Punaravartino Arjuna. 8th chapter, Lord Krishna laments that no matter where you decide to go, after you drop this body, whether this loka, that loka, 2 lokas at once I want to ride, I want to inhabit, and I want to go to Brahma Loka. He says, A Brahma Bhuvanat Lokat, all the lokas up till Brahma Loka. What is beyond Brahma Loka? Nothing. Yes. That is the end, the last outback of samsara. In Australia, they have these 3 places hard to reach, outback. And when this Apple company released some maps, and they made such a mess of it that in Australia people got lost in the outback. It sent them straight to the outback, where no cell phone works. They were just there without water, food for several days before they were rescued. Yeah. That's just a, what should I say, a small detail. And that's just a tiny little detail. Kavita calls it GK, general knowledge. So that is just GK for you. And so this is what here Abrahma means up till the outback of samsara, means final frontiers where even the Apple map cannot reach. Because if you try putting Brahma Loka in the Apple map, where will you go? God only knows, correct? Even the map doesn't know where it's going to go. Maybe there is a restaurant in town called Brahmaloka, it will take you there. So it cannot, where nothing can reach, there is some place called Brahmaloka, which is highly fought after. Everybody wants to go there. Why?
To gain. To gain the knowledge.
Yes. I mean, either you study Pāṇini here or go inside front of Brahmaji and study Pāṇini. Not Pāṇini, Tattvamasi, really. For which we are studying Pāṇini, not the other way around. We always have to know why Sanskrit. This is all subserving the knowledge. So that's why the single mind, single vision. And that's why, when I teach, I try to, I don't even try. It just happens that all the examples that come from the vision. Totally different from Antoine. What does Antoine do? Anything, he has scrubbed the book of every religious word that he can find. He will not say Rama. Kupaha. Kupaha, kupau, kupaha. That is the colonial influence. And Antoine is a Jesuit, you see, so he could not use, he could not even handle these words. So, wrote an excellent book, grammatically no mistakes, but this is the difference between pursuing grammar as a hobby and pursuing grammar for the sake of knowledge. This is the difference. And so here we have a. The prefix a has to means up till, and it also means totally. Akashah. And then we have another prefix pra. Pra means prakarshena, forcefully. Prakashah. Pramudha. This is a good one. Who is a pramudha? Forcibly deluded. So like this we have upasargas, prefixes which change and completely alter the meaning of a word. Then finally we have something called nipata. Nipata means fillers, indeclinables. Cha. What is cha? And. Ha. What is ha? Don't say the Mahaprana semi-vowel, no. What is ha? Indeed. Why? Absolutely. Tu. Whereas. But. Va. Or. And a fancy way of looking at the word or, va, ahosvit, yeah, ahosvit also doesn't decline, but it also means or, but nobody uses it because it's so long and difficult to remember. You can say ahosvit or va, both mean or. So these are all called nipata. Nipata means, and you see, sometimes, we have, before the word Arjuna is used in the Bhagavad Gita. So Arjuna, Cha Arjuna, No Arjuna. How many Arjunas are there? 3. So Arjuna, Cha Arjuna, No Arjuna. 1 Arjuna. But what is this So Arjuna? Because there was, just if he had said Arjuna, then the meter would not have been completed. Cha Arjuna, Cha Arjuna, and Arjuna, but Arjuna, okay Arjuna, or Arjuna, Va Arjuna. So these are all meter fillers in the lexicon. And they are also useful because if you want to say but, whereas, hence, all these words are there called nipata. So this is the structure of the language. This is the entire structure, the whole gamut of the language. And there are certain unique things about this structure and about the language in general, which I have spoken of in other places, so I am just going to be brief here. The first unique thing is that the meaning of the word is hidden in the word. Any word has got what is called vyutpatti, where you can derive the original meaning. Analaha means fire. Why? That which does not know how to say enough. Alam na vidyate, the one who does not have the word enough in its vocabulary. What a way to define fire. Yajna fire. You keep putting, tins of ghee. Does it say, I think I'm having a cholesterol problem, please stop? No. And then the fire devours an entire village. It will say, next, I'm going to the next village. It's not going to say, I think I need to rest now, I'm feeling tired and somehow, heavy. Not like the boa constrictor, which eats once a month and then winds itself around a tree to rest and digest. Completely opposite. And then we have, the anilaha, na nilayati, does not stay in one place. And then you can make cool words. It's the second wonderful feature, a related feature. You can shorten it and make cool words. Gacchati means what?
He, she, goes.
Goes. So somebody, great soul in the tradition said, let anybody who gacchati, anybody who gachophies, let them be called, that goer be used gaha. Gaha for masculine, ga for feminine, and gam for neuter. Very beautiful. Gacchati iti gaha. And then, so you cannot just say gaha by itself, it looks odd. How gacchati, who gacchati, where gacchati, something should be there to qualify this gaha. So the manner of going and sometimes the destination of where it is headed is given in the first word. Khagaha. What is kha? Come.
What? No.
Come. What is come? Come. Not come. Come here is different. Come.
It's not food.
It's not food, I'm sorry. Yes. Come. It's where the food goes. Don't say stomach. Space.
Space.
Come is space.
Oh.
Khaga. Gaha means gacchati. Goes. Kha means space. So how will you say it? Khe gacchati, because you have to use the seventh case. Khe gacchati. Gacchati iti khagaha. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? Or is it Superman? We don't know. But khe gacchati, all three of them. Khaga. Very nice. Look at this word. And then something doesn't go in space. Something instead goes using the help of uras. Urasi gacchati. Uragaha. What is uras? Chest. Goes with the help of the chest. Any creepy crawly, correct?
Oh.
And here snake. Yeah. Caterpillar also uragaha. Earthworm uragaha. But generally means snake. Pannagaha, same thing. Goes with the help, moves forward, propels itself forward with the help of the chest. And then you can do cool things with another many verbs like this. Janati means what?
Born?
No. Jayate, born. Close, very good. But make the difference. Janati. Janati? To know. Janati means what? To know. Janati iti jnaha. Another great soul, or maybe the same great soul said, let jnaha or jna or jnam be, according to the gender, be the one who knows, signifies what one knows or who the one who knows. Kim tat? Appalam? What is the Sanskrit word? Phalam.
Oh.
Phalam janati. So how will you say? Phalam janati. Please make the word now.
Phalam.
Phalam
Janati iti jnaha. So phalam janati. Go for it.
Okay.
Phalam janati. हाँ आ जाओ बोलो. So janati is replaced by gyaha. Gacchati is replaced by gaha. So phalam janati iti, the one who knows fruit. Phalagnyah. Phalagnyah. And if you are referring to yourself, you say phalagnya because you are feminine. Phalagnyah. And if you want to show off, Kashmira phalagnyah. This is a Kashmira phalam coming from Kashmir. So phalagnyah, phalam janati iti phalagnyah. And then where is our what is this?
Pushpam.
Thank God, very good. Pushpam janati iti pushpagnyah, pushpagnya. Yes. And kimidam घटः. Okay. Ghatam janati iti घटज्ञः. Very good. You know, घटज्ञः. And what are these? Upanetram. Upanetram janati iti. See, now you have started to make multi-syllable words. Excellent. Upanetrajñah. Pāṇinim janati iti. Pāṇiniඥah. Correct? Sarvam janati iti. Sarvajñah. Sarvam means what? Only one thing, correct? All knowing. Bhagavan's name, Sarvajñah. This is Sanskrit. Beautiful. Gorgeous. You see the beauty of it as it unfolds. More beauty will be revealed after a short break because this is going to be a long time because we missed the class. So take a 10-minute stretch break and wapas aa jao, come back. We'll do more yaha and jaha and all these things. Fun, no? So much fun. So easy. Sanskrit is so easy. Wonderful. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. You want this split in 2 recordings or 1?
We can make 2.
Okay, so somebody will remind you. All you have to do is press this again.